Now we have to talk about love.
Love.
In a relationship, you can sing all you want, but you're not going to escape this question. Are you in a relationship?
I'm in a relationship with the Lord. Yes.
Wow.
Do I have someone? Yes, I have someone. Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how's that like? Are they from the same city?
He's from Kenya.
He's from Kenya?
Yeah.
He stays in Kenya?
No, he stays in Dubai.
Okay, so how does that work?
Long distance.
Because I've also been talking to a lot of people about long distance relationships.
Yeah.
How does that work?
So you have to plan months in advance to see each other. So you have to communicate frequently. Like we just recently made it so that on this trip that we really...
Oh, you can make a stopover in Dubai?
Yeah. And then come to Nairobi.
That means you might not see each other for like probably...
like 2 months at a time.
Oof. For how long have you been in that relationship? More than a year?
No. It hasn't been a year.
Come on. Then that's not... First of all, that's not a relationship. Let's
Excuse
just say
me.
that's not a relationship.
Excuse me.
That's not a relationship.
Excuse
Whatever
me.
you guys have going on, maybe it's a fling or whatever.
No, it's
but
very serious.
Yeah,
No, it's very serious.
it's serious for a few months.
No,
So I'm just saying,
no,
listen,
no,
what's the
no.
longest you've ever been in a relationship?
Probably like 2 years.
2.
But I think, no, I was young. And so
I interviewed somebody who I thought they were going to marry the girlfriend because I'd seen them together for like 5 years. And then they were like, we just broke up. It wasn't
But
working.
it depends on your age. I feel like that time that I was in a relationship for 2 years, I was 17.
Yeah.
You don't know anything at that age.
Yeah, true.
To me, when I look back at that relationship, I'm like, what was I doing? I thought I was...
Okay. A good question right
Yes.
now. See the person that you're with right now?
Yeah.
Because they might watch the video, right?
I know.
Do you see yourself getting married to them?
Absolutely, yeah.
This is really nice.
We've talked about it.
Because you know why?
Why?
I can always revisit and cut off this video next year if I have to. Hey, listen. Listen. That's the best thing about doing the podcast. That's the best thing. And what I've learned, people always like chopping like the little snippets.
Yeah.
3 months ago, different story. But yeah, so how was there? Did you guys meet in the States or
No, we
Dubai?
met here.
In Kenya?
So we met here 7 years ago.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
like somebody you knew.
Somebody who knows my
you're
family.
friends and
We're
everything.
friends, knows my family. And then it wasn't until recently that we actually went on a date. And then from there it became more serious.
One date?
No, we had our first date not too long ago.
Okay.
Hey, this is getting very personal.
It's supposed to be personal. It's the 4
Yeah.
pillars of life.
Yes,
So
it
hey,
is, yeah.
we've talked about work and stuff. So
Yeah.
what have you dated anyone in the States before, like, you decided to settle with like somebody like who's from your
I did, yeah.
background and like just
Yeah.
country? And
I
how was
did.
it like dating?
It was okay, but then dating someone who speaks your same language, I think changes it completely.
Because even like I'll show you like from the podcast that you're asking me like, how comes I didn't watch her interview?
Yeah.
Because she was saying like she met this Tanzanian
Yeah.
in the States,
Yeah.
and the bond was so quick because like they could just talk a lot of
Yeah.
Swahili, and then there's a lot you can
Yes.
relate to. So do you
Yeah.
think cultural difference is like...
It's huge because even, we don't see each other much, but we connect on so many things. Even when we saw each other, we were watching, I think, is it called Bullseye?
Yeah,
And we laughed.
really.
And watching, something as simple as
Oh,
that.
just something, yeah.
On
'Cause-
YouTube.
Yeah.
Because you both understand.
Yeah.
I can't watch that with, some guy in the States. And
What? Be
He would be like, what is this? Why is this funny?"
Bullseye.
But we laughed so much,
Mhm.
and just something as small as that,
Mhm.
makes a big difference.
Brings that connection.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so in the new age, like currently, what do you think of just like the dating scene in general? Just how you see people around you, maybe who are using apps, people who are having like one night stands, or people who are like still sticking together and stuff, people like you who are having like these long distance relationships. I don't know how those things work anyway. I've tried. It never worked out for me and so many other people, but she's gonna prove to us by next year if it's still,
Yeah.
if it's a thing.
So one thing I can say with this relationship that is different is that we made a commitment to honor God with our relationship.
What? Wait, you did what?
Made a commitment to honor God with our relationship.
Wait, what does that mean?
That means that anything we do has to be on the foundation of our faith.
Also, this means no sex during this.
And the funny thing is, I told him all these things.
Hold on.
Yes,
hold on.
yes.
Hold on.
Yes.
Who?
I know he's gonna kill me.
Oh, hold on. Who came up with this idea?
It was mine.
Of course, it had to be.
But you know,
just selfish way of.
but he didn't. He wasn't resistant.
How would you resist if you like someone? You can't resist. You have to be patient until you get what you want.
Oh, so he's just waiting until he gets what he wants.
Nope. No. I'm not saying him. I'm just saying, like, in some incidents where I had to do that, I did that. But that was in my old days, I no longer do that anymore.
Yeah.
I just have a very new way of looking at things right
Yeah.
now. But back then, when somebody would tell me that, I'd be like, okay. Yeah, let's just, yes. Until I get what I want.
No, this one.
But how does that? Okay, so
Because
wait.
he was on his own journey to.
A spiritual journey?
He was on his own journey, and I was on my own journey. And so when we met, it was this understanding that, okay, I can do this because it's not just like we're just doing it because we want to have sex after we become married.
Okay, wait. So you guys are in a relationship, a
Yes.
serious relationship,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you're all, is he a baby or is he like
Is he
a grown-up?
Baby.
I'm just asking. Maybe you can't sleep with him because he's not yet an adult,
He's 5 years older than me.
and he's okay with not
He's okay.
just.
I mean, I know he has his
Okay, yeah,
challenges,
but yeah,
that's
yeah.
not my problem.
It should be your problem.
It's
What
not
do
my
you mean?
problem, no.
It's not.
How's that my problem?
Somebody else is going to help you where you can't.
Then that's not the guy for me.
Yo, listen. You can't just be selfish like that. Cause
It's about
is this
our
some-
foundation.
okay, tell me about this foundation.
Yes.
I need to understand. 'Cause
Yeah.
all my guests just educate me in so many different ways.
Okay, yeah.
So tell me about this foundation thing
So in my past relationships,
that you believe in, right?
huh?
It's something that you,
That we both believe in, yeah.
him or you came up with it.
So he was on his own spiritual journey.
Yeah.
But then I don't think someone ever challenged him
Or to actually.
to pursue his faith in this way.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said, I'm not doing this.
We're not having sex. Just
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah,
Don't,
but there's also other things you can do. Like,
because people who are watching on the video will see that, but people who are listening on iTunes,
oh, they won't see.
they need to hear what you're saying.
Okay, yeah.
So you believe in being in a relationship and not having sex.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, please proceed with the foundation.
But it's also about, where do you see the vision for your life? Does this person complement the vision that you have for your future? Because, each of us has different gifts given to us by God, yeah? And so is this the person who will complement you on your journey to leave a legacy, to raise children, to have the same vision?
Not to have children, you have to have sex, right?
Yeah, of course, after we get married.
Wow. Wait.
But he agreed. That's the thing. I was like, these are my conditions. And,
Okay.
and he agreed.
And
I was like,
listen. No. Because if he said no, of course you'd be like, then you're not the guy for me.
Yeah.
Just the way you've said.
yeah.
So he has to tell you what you want to hear. I think so.
So you think he's just
No, that's not what I'm
on a
saying.
joyride?
No.
and
I'm
so-
just saying that. I'm just saying it's hard if you really like someone
Hmm.
and you see their intelligence, you like them
Yeah.
physically and everything, and you
Yeah.
have a connection with them.
Yeah.
You don't want to tell them something that will make them walk away from you,
Yeah.
because you have to put that into consideration as well.
Yeah.
But maybe just one day ask him yo, I just want you to be honest with me.
We've had this conversation so
Really?
many times.
And you didn't those ones of if it's not this, we're not going anywhere.
And
you actually
he's agreed. Yeah.
is a very strong human being. There's no way that's happening. Especially if I'm dating a Miss, whatever it is. A Miss on the title.
But you know the thing, he's known me before this thing came, so he's not dating me
Which
because.
is even worse.
What do
Because
you
he's been
mean?
seeing you like all these years, wanted you, and when he finally puts his, like just
But
guts
he know he
together.
can't do that thing because he also knows my family, and if he thinks he's gonna start playing games, the
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We see this play out on TV, on the news, on Instagram, all the time. People get married and divorce. And these are people who have children together. They've loved each other for like through thick and
Yeah,
thin.
yeah.
They've built business empires together. The guy of Amazon just split with the wife, right?
I know I saw.
So are you telling me your 6 months relationship is stronger than
It is
some
because we're not in it for each other. We're in it because we believe that God has something that is
Do
special.
you believe or the two of you believe?
The two of us believe.
It sounds like you've already made that decision for him.
No, you want to call him?
No, no, we don't have to call. We don't have to call. Okay, but that's different from like even all my guests, and that's something that's very different.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I just want to have this conversation with you maybe.
A year from now.
No, by
We
December.
can bring him next
We-
time.
We can talk by December. Yeah, even next time
Yeah.
if you guys are around.
Sure. I wonder
If
if
it's
he'll.
still gonna be the same person
he
that
will-
is.
Yeah.
Look at you like, yeah. Okay, no, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's very different and it requires a lot of discipline.
It
What
does
you're just
require a lot
saying.
of discipline. But the thing is, again, I said he was on his own faith journey before he met me. So
Yeah.
he was already going through the process where he's had some disappointment in his life, and then he had to seek God about what his purpose here.
Are you
was
born
to do.
again?
Yes.
Wow.
And he is too.
Wow.
And so
You know how we like our you've seen like our gospel artists.
Yes.
You've seen our pastors.
Yes, I have
you,
seen them.
you already know how it goes.
I do.
So I mean,
I do.
I'm just saying like in Kenya, a lot of people can put those titles in there
Yeah.
and it's not really
True.
no.
Mm.
We just saw on the
I
online like somebody being
know.
resurrected. So you see, like when it comes to faith, like even for me, even though I'm not that of a religious person,
Yeah.
yes, I'm spiritual,
Yeah.
but I'm not religious.
Yeah.
So I would say like what I don't understand completely,
Yes.
I would never like judge, question, or because that's not where my headspace is. So I have to respect somebody's opinion.
Yeah.
When they say like this is how I decide to do what I'm doing, like you having sex before marriage, no. But I've had it before.
No comment.
Okay, no comment. But what's happened in your past relationships that made you like decide to like take that stand or
Yeah.
take that path?
So my past relationships, I always left feeling empty. And so like we would go out, we go to parties, you go drinking, you go hanging out, and then when I would come home, I would just want to cry because I had a good time.
What kind of people were
He
you
was
dating?
he was a very nice person. Like we
Crying.
because you felt empty. There's something inside you
They're
that felt
there.
empty.
Like clearly they were
No,
like even just
I don't even-
emotionally there was no emotional connection or
there was
what?
emotional connection, but there's another emptiness that another person can't fill. Does that make sense? Even though you have a good
I
time,
just have
you-
sex and I get that connection. So I mean,
there's another like
I've never cried
emptiness
or
where
felt that. Is this after like waking up in the morning
this
next
is
to
after
this
you.
person?
No, this is
After
after
you
you
just left each other.
you've left each other. You've had a good time at dinner, but you're left wondering, is this it? Is this all there is? Because there's another level that someone can speak to you about
Yeah,
that changes who you are.
true.
Yeah. And so the past relationship, we just never got to there. But then with this one, we talk about our future. We talk about our destiny. We talk about where God has helped us. We talk about where God is challenging us. We talk about areas where we've perhaps fallen and how God has, shown us that there's so much more than what we can do now.
This is very interesting. This is very interesting. You're a very interesting person. But I understand, and even just and now I understand why you're able to focus in all these things. It's because you've chosen like a certain path that you have guidelines.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm sure you weren't expecting this conversation.
Hold on. I'm not an expert at that kind of like
Godly dating,
yeah.
born again dating.
I don't know about the Christian mingle thing. I've never tried it before, but
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just revisit this conversation probably. We can even do like an Instagram live thing maybe in
Yeah,
December, and I
yeah.
can share it like on the podcast.
Yes.
Just depending on where you'll be, like at your head space and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, like for me, it's really hard for me to understand that because it's very different, and
Yeah.
it's not something that I've ever practiced. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't know about it.
Have you seen the YouTubers who talk about their challenges, like with celibacy and
I don't know any celibate YouTubers.
really,
Who?
or even people who've been married and young and who went on abstained and even just worked on their own personal
And
development.
then what do you do if you abstain? Like, and then we're linking up and stuff.
But that makes you talk.
Do you like make out?
That makes you talk about other things. You know, you have to know about the person who you're dealing with, their background, their hobbies. So
I'll tell you what would make me able to do that. If the person is not good looking, no problem. You can abstain for like 2-3 years. That's all good.
But you know, vulnerability is not even only about the physical. There's a part of you that you can be vulnerable with without even removing your clothes.
Please explain that.
Aren't there things that you think about only that you've only shared with your innermost thoughts? You've never shared with anyone. There's some experiences that you've only ever had by yourself.
Or
only
like
things
just in
your
your thoughts.
head. Yes.
Yeah.
But then to reveal that to someone else who you can trust is another level of vulnerability, right?
Yeah.
And so
you share that?
yeah.
I just don't understand how
I don't understand.
Because first of all, you're always working out. You're always taking good care of yourself in the gym.
Am I?
Yes.
Yes.
See, then I mean, I'm just saying, like, you take extra good care of yourself, and
but there's still things
you're
that
a beauty
fear.
queen. You're a beauty queen.
I still
You're intelligent.
Thank you.
Listen, there is no way I can survive in such a relationship. It will be too hard for me. It will be too difficult. Plus, I know, like, you know, you're self-driven. You're just focused on all your things and stuff. You have all these attributes that would be like for a good relationship. And I don't just understand how somebody would just be like. I'm telling you, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
I wish I was recording this so I could send it to him.
It's not easy, but it's not easy.
It's not,
I'll send you a snippet.
Okay.
I'll just chop something up and send it to you. I'm just saying it's not easy.
It's not
Have
easy.
you asked, like, maybe your friends? Do you have conversations about such things with your friends, or like that's just like between you?
Like about me and him?
Yeah, maybe you have your girlfriends and stuff.
Even my sister, she's dating someone right now, and she's had other previous relationship where she hasn't been celibate, and so she's seeing a new guy, and they're on the same page. So she's telling me,
Celibacy page?
As in, like, she's talking to him, and he's agreeing because he sees something more important than just being naked together. Not that I'm not judging anyone if that's
Now listen, it's to each his own. I'm just saying, like, I really find it hard because
it is hard.
You
but
might,
it challenges you
look
to
at
know
it
the
this
person
way.
at a different level.
But I'm just saying, you're attracted to this person, like, physically, even just mentally, and everything that they have going on.
Yeah.
But you can't have sex with them.
Nope.
Or you say till marriage. What about after you get married and then you're like
good.
the sex? It's like, oh shit, it's not worth it.
What do you mean it's not worth it? How can it not be worth it?
You haven't had people who have like bedroom Marital problems.
Those you can fix those problems. I'm sorry.
Listen, there's some problems that can't be fixed.
Please.
You know that?
No, I don't. No, I
Now
don't.
listen, you study the human
I
body,
do.
and you do understand what I'm talking about, right? If
I
there's
don't have those-
anything, if there's anything you know better, is about the human body.
I don't have those worries, to be honest. He's had his own relationships, and I've seen he's had his own relationships, so I'm sure everything functions as it should be.
Okay, okay. Hey, I'm guessing let's just move to a different topic now, because I've tried to understand. It's completely different from like,
Yeah.
but it's also good because I think I've met one. I actually met somebody who's about that lifestyle.
Yeah?
Yeah.
About that lifestyle, yes.
Yeah. They actually told me, like, you know what? I've had it before, but right now I'm saving it till marriage. I was just laughing at them so badly. But they're my friend, and I'm sure even when they see this, they'll
They're gonna
still
be
go and
like-
laugh. Yeah, because I told them, like, yo, I just don't understand how this works.
Yeah.
But she said, like, at times she has, like, those thoughts and everything. So she just tries her best never to put herself in a situation where
Yeah.
she might be tempted and
Yeah.
everything. So do you do the same?
Yeah. We have our boundaries.
Yeah, so if we're checking in a hotel, we have to spend the night in this place. Everybody's going to a different hotel.
Yes. Well, not a different hotel, but you have your room, I have my room.
Wow.
I know. Yo.